In this video, we are going to learn the primitive data type and non-primitive data type. In the previous video, already we have learned output methods and many other things. And here, we need to learn the primitive data type and non-primitive data type. This is the one of the basic pillar of the JavaScript that you must know as a beginner, or you can say as a coder, or you can say you can tell as a developer also. So basically, uh, what do you mean by data type? Data type is a it is used to define which type of data we are going to use. So previous in the previous video, I already shown you that which type of data we are going to store or which type of data we are going to write. So this is a hundred. So hundred in the sense it is a number. If I write it as a string, it is a no, if I write as a bit, it is known as string. If I write true or false, something like this, then it is known as a boolean. If I write something as a special character, then it is also known as a symbol. See, symbol, string, BigInt, undefined, null. I'm going to tell you one by one thing and which type of data is known as primitive and which type of data is known as non-primitive. Already you can see in the screen that primitive data type, or you can say immutable, or you can tell it as a object dereferencing. Object dereferencing in the sense what will happen in the memory heap means the previous whatever have written, that will be erased. For example, I will write it as a 100 now, and then if I write it as a uh, where, then again where a is equal to 200, then what will happen inside the, suppose this is the memory heap. There's a one memory heap. Inside that memory heap, first what will happen, the first one is 100, that will be stored inside one a particular bit. Then after that again we have been redeclared as a is to 200. Then what it will do, it will make another copy and there it will make it as a 200, and that will make as a present one. Then again if we remove this second line of code, then again what will happen, it will go to the previous code and then previous block, then take that data and print on the screen. This is what happens inside the memory heap. So the same thing we are using inside the array also. Their array and object functions, these are known as non-primitive, because what they will do, suppose we are modifying any data, like example, if I take let any is to one array 10 comma, I will just add 10, and then again if I any is to 20, then what it will do means it will update the data, or in the sense that particular data is modified. See, the whatever the data was there, the length is only one, and the data it was having, that has been modified. It haven't made another copy, or in the sense it haven't made another block, like where the previous where. See, in this number or null string, what it was doing, primitive data type, first it will store one data. If you modify or reuse the same data, then it will take another piece of space and store in the second piece of data. But array functions, they will do means the current whatever the you have been written, that will only get modified, or else you can say it as a update. It will not take an extra space. But the this one this left side, this one will take the extra space. So first we will start with the number null, null and undefined. I will tell you in the last one. Number boolean BigInt. So here I will remove everything where a is equal to 200, and already in the previous video I have told you uh, console.log and type of, there is a one keyword like a type of, that will tell us which type of data we are going to write. I have written A. Then if we go to this one, then it will tell it as a number. Okay. Then if I go again to this one where B is equal to bit console console.log of type of a bit or b, that variable name b. Okay, I have been stored and saved. Then it will say it as a number and then string. The same thing where we are happening here, where c is to console.log of c. Here what it will print, you will get to know. See here, dollar sign is not defined at the rate 3 is to 7. What it is meant to say, this dollar sign, it is understanding it as a one variable name. Previously I have told you the identifier rules there. So here it is understanding it as a, so here b is as a working as an identifier. The same thing, this dollar sign is also working as a uh, identifier name. So how to write this symbol? So symbol is represented with the keyword as a symbol, and then inside this one id or something. So you can see here, I have written as a symbol is to id. So this is how it will works. And then we are having one BigInt, and then um, cd d, and then at the end of this one we need to add n. So then it will understand it as a type of c, console.log of type of d. See, you can see it is a symbol, and this one is the BigInt. BigInt in the sense, if we are having the large number, and in the sense like a, after something a point, after that it is having a multiple number up to a n digits, that is known as a BigInt. And then we are having we have seen number Boolean. Boolean also I will tell you now only. Boolean is also a simple thing where e is equal to false. So you can see this one Boolean. And then one another thing last is we need to learn is the undefined and null. So here ABCD. So here F is to, I will not add anything. I'll just try to print this one. So what it will tell us, the error it will throw. You will get to know. See here undefined. We have added a data, but by default JavaScript what it will do, it will make it as a undefined. If we add any data, then it is known as a uh, mm, there is a data that which type of data is there, that will automatically we will get to know. But if doesn't have any data, then it will be considered as a undefined. By default it is done by the JavaScript. So if we don't want to make it as a undefined, by default we need to make it as a null. So null is a one of the thing that is also considered as a null, in the sense it is nothing. It doesn't have any type of data. It is just a dummy data, you can say. Many people will search what is the difference between the undefined and the null. So undefined in the sense by default it is provided by the JavaScript, and null is provided by the manual user. So undefined in the sense the variable has been declared, but it doesn't have any type of data. Then automatically it will consider as a undefined. If we provide it as a null, then it will consider as a breakpoint. Or you can say after that we are going to add the data, or is something data is there, but it is not visible to the screen. Like those things, uh, keywords are in the sense uh, imagination is there. Like we need to understand these things properly. So these are the things we have learned as a primitive data types, and these are the things are known as non-primitive. We are going to learn the arrays, objects and functions, and much more things. So I will give one example also. Let arrays is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. something I've added a data. This will be considered as a array. Array in the sense it is a homogeneous or heterogeneous. Homogeneous or heterogeneous sense it is a collection of homogeneous and heterogeneous. Either it can be a numbers or it can be a string or it can be anything like this. If I print, it will be printed. Console.log of arrays. Then you can see it is a collection of homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous in the sense same type, and heterogeneous in the sense different types. Now it is a different types. So both you can see the data, and it is a collection. Either it can be collection of anything, Boolean, what are the things you have been read here, that everything can be added inside that one. So these are the things. It's known as a primitive, non-primitive, and here there are further notes, and you can refer this notes and learn the things properly. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any uh, code related issues, try to comment. And one thing is, if you, as a new user, you should practice the things one newly beginners, and uh, search the things in the MDN or the docs W3 school. There are much more things they have been provided as the things. There you can learn the code step by step, and they have provided simple example where you will get to know the what type of definition is proper there, and search the things in the internet. Lot of things are there in the today's generation. So learn the things properly. Thanks for watching the video.